my pastor. Lakini pastor sasa ndio huyo mambo yake mingi kabisa. You know, but not all pastors. Quite a number. Na pia nafikiria it's a growing number. Yeah, unaenda kwa church, some of these things unaona hata kwa social media. Pastor anafanya mtu atijue atoe nguo, akimbie nini. You know, there's another day I saw an expose by the KTN. Yeah? Where we are seeing pastors now having fake miracles. Yeah? Pastor analipa mtu aruke hapo mbele kwa aisle. Yeah? So that uende uchanganyishe the congregation wafikirie you're actually doing miracles. I've seen even a case where ati mwili inaletwa hapo kwa church, it's a fake body, uni jamaa alikuwa hai. Ati pastor anamwambia kidogo ameamuka. And now you see people now going crazy, watu wana worship nini, thinking this pastor actually has powers. Yeah, we've even seen at nisikupate example mingi, you already know what happened in Kilifi. Now, pastors and church leaders basically, including lawyers. When I say church leaders, I mean religious leaders. Religious leaders, lawyers, and human rights groups led by the EACC, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, Chairperson Bishop Emeritus David Oginde. Yeah, that is his name, Bishop Emeritus David Oginde. When is the last week they launched the Code of Conduct and Governance Guidelines for the Church in Kenya in a bid to counter impending state-imposed regulations on religious institutions. So the government is coming up with their own code of conduct. Am I saying code of conduct? So church wapia wamesema wako na ma guiding principles zao, some principles and values I want to read for you. And by the way, this group of religious leaders, lawyers and human rights groups, they formed a 12-member steering committee, and like I told you, it was led by Bishop Oginde. So they came up with these rules in a move by the church to self-regulate as the government tightens the noose on rogue pastors, preachers in the country. Now, some of these guiding principles and values ni number 1, integrity and ethical conduct are central to biblical teachings and practice. The church shall promote and enhance the well-being of the brethren and of society as a whole in accordance with Christian beliefs and convictions, and refrain from any conduct that undermines the constructive role that churches play in the society. Wanasema the church shall respect, protect and preserve life and shall refrain from any conduct that devalues, dehumanizes, or destroys life. The church shall endeavor to uphold the sanctity of life. The church, individually and collectively, will respect and uphold the dignity of every person and shall not abuse exploit any person or do anything to violate or degrade that person. Kama hiyo kutoa watu nguo hapo sijui nini. You know, it's crazy. The church values children born and unborn and shall act in their best interest when under their care by protecting them. The church shall respect the right of every person to join any faith or religious institution of their choice without bullying, harassment, intimidation, ama victimization. MVP, give me a call right now, 0719012700 at 8:32. Do you think hii stuff itasaidia ku straighten ama to correct, to put in check rogue pastors? Do you think it's a step in the right direction? Because clearly the many Kenyans who are saying something has to be done. And by the way, religious leaders wako wanangoja serikali because the government is actually coming up with the document as well. Kitu itasaidia kufanya hii sector yani ikuwe tu sawa. But now the pastors, religious leaders, lawyers and the EACC wamesema, why don't we come up with something of our own first kabla hiyo ya serikali? We want to self-regulate. Give me a call, guys. 0719012700. Because at this point, nakwambia my guys, yeah, at this point, and by the way, an institution that is so powerful, like the religious institutions, watu wakianza kupoke up hivyo holes, watu wakianza kuuliza maswali, then you see Kenyans are losing credibility. And to me, the way I think religious institutions have a very, probably even a bigger role than the government when it comes to morally policing society. Say kama wako poa, then surely nani atatuonesha njia? Who's going to give us direction? Yeah, at a time when we're seeing many people committing suicide, kuna story mingi ya corruption, kuna madhambi tu zote. The church has to be the front line of this conversation. Vibes Radio, good morning. Vibes Radio, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Niaje my bro. Aya. Oh well, hiyo hapo hivyo inakaa kuna kasida hapo. It's 8:34. What do you guys think? Nenda kusoma hizo ma comments. I can see there's many comments on my socials. That is at Vibes Radio KE. Chege Losses, karibu sana. You're saying the code of conduct has been made by the same clergy. Ukitaka kujua they're all rogue. Hebu remove the money part from the church and see how scarce preachers will be. They're all after money making. Tuache kujidanganya. All you need is a relationship with God. That's interesting. Chege anasema, listen, these guys are just here for the money. Yeah, they're not genuine. They're not here to change lives. They're not here to actually give us guidance really far. Remove money from that conversation and no pastor will actually do his work. Talk to me, guys. Is it hypocrisy by the churches? The fact that wamejileta hii document, wamejitengezea hii document, black hypocrisy. Spice 835 Wagwan Kenya. Enjoy your week, man.